Now, let's switch gears and talk about some of the stuff you've done outside of the business. I know you've been involved with a lot of charity work, done some stuff in your community. What kinds of things have you done to help out over the years?
Well, a lot of schools, people come to me all the time and they'll call me and it says, Mike, how can we get wrestling to our town and not only to our town to help out the community? I'm big on that. I know that it's very important. People need help sometime, and they're looking for a way to be able to do it. You can do bake sales, and you can do raffles, and you can do car washes and all that. But it's kind of like a wrestling show is kind of a performance that people are getting their money's worth to come see, and it's helping somebody at the same time. So, multiple schools all over South Louisiana. Probably, if I'd have to go back and count and just say and put a number on it, I'd say I've done at least 12 different schools in Louisiana where we've done fundraisers and went in there and helped them raise money for their programs and athletic programs or beta clubs or whatever it might be, and multiple times. Um, uh, we'll also do every year. This is our seventh year that just passed. We do a fundraiser for Toys for Tots for the kids for the area that's not fortunate enough where their parents can't buy them toys. I go out to all the local businesses in town and get them to make a donation to help toward buying toys. And the last several years we've been able to raise over $2,000 in toys each time. That's normally the number I shoot for is about $2,000, and that can help a lot of kids. Whether it's bikes or scooters or, they don't. A kid that is in need wants anything. He'll take a football or a baby doll or whatever. But if you can get a scooter or a bike or a little Nintendo handset or something like that or whatever the case may be, those doll things that are 60, $70, that's big for a kid. So we've been lucky enough and been able to do that. I've helped out, you know, benevolent societies for like the police departments and, you know, the VFWs, the veterans and things like that. So, people call me all the time and they ask it for help, and I always want to try to do everything that I can to help.
Yeah, that's what it's about, paying it forward, making someone's day, because you just never know what somebody's going through in their life. What is it about giving back to your community that gives you the most joy?
Well, there's nothing that you can beat to see the look on a kid's face when he's happy. I mean, if you haven't had that luxury to be able to do that, what I do as a wrestler and just that feeling of being out there, being at a show and a kid will come up to me and shake my hand and look at me like I'm larger than life, like the look that I had if I would have met like, you know, Junkyard Dog or one of those guys. But I remember what that feeling was like for me. But a kid that's 7 or 8 years old and he watches wrestling on TV, and he comes up to you and says, "I used to love Roman Reigns, but now you my favorite." I mean, how can you imagine what that feels like for that kid to say that? And that's one thing that's brutal about kids. They're sincere. They'll tell you how they feel. And that's like, wow. I said that. So it kind of chokes me up just thinking about that feeling. So that's one thing what I do at a show. So if I know that I can go out and help my own community or neighboring communities and help kids that might not even be in the wrestling, but they just need help, it's just a good feeling to know that you're bringing joy to somebody.